Well, one of the many artists who was on stage on Sunday during the Charlie Kirk Memorial has spoken out in the last 24 hours, and that would be Brandon Lake. And I saw he's actually playing T-Mobile here coming up in just a few short weeks in early November. So is it fair to say, Mark, you give me your analysis as the Christian music expert? I know the hits, but you know the deeper cuts than I do. And since you're a singer in the band at your church, you should know this better than me. I mean, I know a lot of his hits, but is it fair to say he is bigger than Phil Wickham at this point?
I think so. His song with Jelly Roll really took him off this last year. That took him to new heights. He performed on American Idol, and just absolutely nuts.
And he's doing T-Mobile, whereas I saw Phil Wickham's doing Cable Dahmer coming up here in a couple of weeks.
Yep. And they co-headlined a tour together last year, so they're both pretty popular.
Yeah. No, they're top of the heap right now. But if we had to just,
Brandon Lake's a little higher right now. Yeah.
Just stack them up a little bit. I don't know. So Brandon Lake spoke yesterday on his social media, and here's what he said about being a part of the worship at Charlie Kirk's memorial service on Sunday.
Real quick, if you've somehow stumbled upon my page, I love Jesus. I make Jesus music. I just want to say welcome to the family of God. You've made the best decision you could ever make in your life. There's so many things I just want to say. I'm just like, I feel this fire. Brittany and I got this invitation to go lead worship at Charlie Kirk's funeral. I love that Brittany's immediate response was, yes, we are doing this. For a moment, I was like, yes, I want to do this. And I was just thinking, what's this going to say to the world? And then I realized I don't need to be afraid about what this looks like, because for me and for us, this wasn't a political stunt. This was not saying I'm siding with anyone other than we were going to go minister to a widow who just lost her husband and who was a man of faith. And we wanted to honor their family. And I thought it was so amazing that she's like, I want worship to set the tone. I want worship to lead the way as we celebrate his life. What the enemy intends for evil, God intends for good. And we are watching that play out right now. I'm proud of all of you that have decided to follow Jesus. Just after gratitude, we went into Agnus Dei and sang, Holy is the Lord God Almighty. And it was in that moment, which I sing that song every night on tour, and that all of a sudden, no one was singing. The strings were playing. And for the next 9 minutes, no one sang a word. And it was the most holy moment, I have goosebumps, that I have ever experienced in worship.
That was Brandon Lake on his social media page yesterday. And that was the moment, if you were watching on Sunday, when people held up their signs, different signs. They were red, white, and blue. And some of them said, this is our turning point. And some of them, had pictures of Charlie on it and whatnot. That's the moment he was referring to from Sunday's memorial service. And the most important thing that he said there, which a lot of people can learn from, is when Brandon Lake said, I don't need to be afraid of what this looks like. And none of us should.